Swastiastu. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to East Bali Hunter Tour and Travel channel. My name is Ni Nengah Hardiyanti and in this video I would like to share some information about the uniqueness of Balinese cultures. So today we will learn about the Balinese naming system, and in more detail we will learn the Balinese naming system based on the order of birth and the caste or class. Okay, without further ado, let's start it. When you come and spend any amount of time in Bali, and you are bound to meet plenty of friendly local people and make a ton of new friends, the first thing you will probably notice when you start checking to the locals is that everyone seems to share the same names, such as Wayan, Made, Komang, and Ketut. So it may be quite confusing for you who come first to Bali to determine or differentiate one Wayan from another Wayan if you don't know about the Balinese naming system. In Balinese cultures, the most commonly used names simply indicate the person's position in the family as first, second, third, or fourth born child. Although this may seem confusing at the first, the Balinese naming system does actually have an order that helps you place people in their family and society. Now, in general, Balinese people name their children depending on the order they are born. There are some names that can be used for both males and females, and also some names that usually used for female and male only. For instance, the firstborn child usually named as Wayan, Putu, Gede, or Lo. Now, the name of Wayan and Putu can be used for both female and male or girl and boy. However, the name Lo usually only used for girls. Meanwhile, Gede is used for the boys. So, if you heard the people who use these names, it may indicate that they are the firstborn child in the family. Furthermore, the second child in the family is usually called as Made, Nengah, or Kade, which means middle children. These names can be used for both female and male. And then the third born child is called as Noman or Komang, and these names also can be used for both female and male. And the fourth child is named Ketut, and this name also can be used for both female and male. So, in Balinese cultures, the names simply indicate the person's position in the family as the first, second, third, or the fourth born child. And now, you may have a question. What about a family who has more than 4 children? What will they name for the 5th children, or the 6th children, and 7 children, and so on? In this case, if a family has more than 4 children, the cycle will repeat itself, or it will be back again to the first name. In Bali, for the 5th children, usually they will use Wayan for their name, or known as Wayan Bale, which can be translated as another Wayan in English. For your information, most of Balinese people also give their children a second or third Hindu name, which has a positive meaning. For example, include Swartika, which means guiding light, or Setiawan, which means faithful, and also Dewi, which means as goddess, and etc. And also, sometimes Balinese people use this Hindu name or shorten it to create a nickname. For example, Budi might be short for Budiase, Widi could be a shortening of Widiante, and Nuri might be a shortening for Nuriase. Now, finally, when using their full names, Balinese people also add a prefix to indicate gender. For example, the prefix I is for men and the prefix Ni is for women. So, if someone has named Iwayan Dharma Putra It is clearly denoting that he is a man and he would be a firstborn child in his family. And another example is if someone has named Nimade Widya. As it has been mentioned before, the prefix Ni refers to women, and in this case, it clearly can be seen that she is a woman and she is the second born child in her family. Okay, I think the use of prefix E and Ni here are similar in meaning to Mr. and Mrs. in English. However, unlike many other cultures, the Balinese people don't have family names or surname, and it is rarely to find Balinese family who share or has family names. Most of Balinese people also have a last name, but don't always think that it is a family name or surname. It probably isn't. Okay. While some modern thinking families have adopted a surname, most Balinese last names are personal names. For example, a teacher who has named Wayan Upadana. It means he is the firstborn son whose name is Upadana. In a workplace or at a meeting where there are several Wayans, he might be called as Upadana. And because he is a teacher, his students might call him as Pak Upadana. Then he has younger brother and his name is Imade Susilo. And as you can see, they don't have a surname and their names don't show the indication that they are related as a family, although they are brothers. Okay, so it can be concluded that in Bali, not all of the family in Bali has family names or surname. It is rarely found in Bali a family who has or shared a family name. Now, besides the naming system based on the order of birth, Balinese people also use the naming system which based on the caste or clan. Maybe you have read someone's name on the street or meet with the people who don't have one of the names of Wayan, Kadek, Komang, or Ketut. Some Balinese people have names that denote their caste or clan. Before going further, let me explain about the caste system in Bali first. The naming system based on the birth order is part of Bali's indigenous culture and probably followed by all Balinese until the Majapahit invaded from Java in the 14th century. Up until then, the Balinese people had no caste system, but after the Majapahit came to Bali, a caste-based naming system was emerged. Then the invaders brought the Hindu caste system with them, so it makes the native Balinese people got slated as the lowest Hindu caste. They are now regarded as the Sudra caste, the caste of workers. Then the invading Majapahit became the higher Hindu caste such as the Vaishya, Kshatriya, and Brahmana. Therefore, in Bali, the caste naming system are divided into 4 parts such as Sudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, and Brahmana. Earlier, I have explained about the naming system based on the birth order. This naming system refers to Sudra caste. And now I would like to explain the naming system of Vaishya, Kshatriya, and Brahmana caste. First, let's talk about the Vaishya caste. Vaishya caste is a caste of merchants, soldiers, and landowners. Vaishya people will often introduce themselves and be called by the name Gusti, which means leader. A man who is the descendant of Vaishya caste tends to be called as Gusti Bagus, and a Vaishya woman will be called as Gusti Ayu. Okay, that's all about Vaishya caste. Now let's move to Kshatriya caste. The Kshatriya caste is the aristocracy or kings and warriors, and all of Balinese kings are categorized as Kshatriya. The people of this caste are often called Murah, Anak Agung, or Cokorde. Kshatriya people often use the name Agung. For example, the well-known businessman and museum founder Anak Agung Gede Rai. And in Balinese culture, Agung means great, and Agung names take these forms. Anak Agung for male, Anak Agung Ayu or Anak Agung Istri for female. Nah, besides Agung, Kshatriya caste also use the name Cokorde. Nah, Cokorde is slightly different from Agung because Cokorde, the meaning of Cokorde is the food of the gods. It is less common Kshatriya name reserved for a higher sub-caste within the Kshatriya. It is often abbreviated Chok for men and extended to Cokorde Istri for a woman. Nah, another less common Kshatriya name is Dewa. This may take the forms Idewa, Dewa Agung, or etc. Nah, Idewa here for a man and for a woman will be named Dewa Ayu or Dewa Desa. That's all about the Kshatriya. Now let's move to the last case, the last case of the clan, which is the Brahmana. Nah, Brahmana is the Hindu priestly caste. Brahmana people are often named Ida Bagus and Ida Ayu. Ida Bagus is used for men and Ida Ayu is used for a woman. Okay, if you hear someone called if you heard someone called as Jero, it may indicate that a person, usually a woman, has married into a higher caste. For example, Sudra, a person who comes from Sudra caste, married with Vaishya or Kshatriya or with Brahmana. So this person, especially a woman, would be called as Jero. Well everyone, that's all my explanation about Balinese naming system based on the order of birth and the case of man. I hope you can learn something from my explanation, and please enjoy the beauty of Balinese culture. See you next time on the other video, and